What's up, everybody? What's up? How is everyone doing today? I ran into some technical difficulties. I'm so sorry about that. Let me make sure my mic is just up enough so everybody can hear me. You know, that's the. Hold on. Let me just switch this mic. Hold on. We family. You know how we do it. We family. There we go. Now I got my good mic going. I got my good mic going. How's everyone doing today? What's up? I'm just so excited today. God is doing a beautiful thing. I just got some interesting information. But as everybody know, my name is Chew, and this is what I do. The title of this show is Let's Go, where we're talking about any and everything. But we're really featuring from now to the end of the year entrepreneurs, especially Black entrepreneurs. I want you guys to get out there. We was talking last week about making those plans and everything about being an entrepreneur, how you should think, how you should go about it. And next week, I'm going to have a bunch of people on board. I know I didn't get out my flyer this week, so things was just so tied up this week. We had a lot of things going on personally. And I'm gonna tell you why it's so important to be an entrepreneur, because when you're an entrepreneur, you don't get tied up like I was today. I'm just telling you, it's just one of those things that you just go by doing what you need to do every day. I got a special guest today. Let me get them in. Sorry about that. I got a special guest. I don't even have all this stuff. I'm being honest with you. Chew just gonna be honest with you. I didn't put the banners up. I didn't do none of that. All that's on my fault. Y'all forgive Chew. Next week it's gonna be off the chain because I'm having them back. So, and if there's any technical difficulties, it's on me, not on him. I promise y'all. But this is off. I'm just excited to have him because we was talking just a few minutes ago. Look, y'all, I got my aloe vera water. Oops, you can't see that because of the green screen. See how the water. Note to self: never have anything green with a green screen, because you'll have a floating head. Hey, everybody like my Let's Go shirt? Look at that. Check it out. Check it out. Let's go, baby. Jasmine did it for me. I love Jasmine and Hartley. Let me y'all, if y'all forgot who Jasmine was, she's going to be back on our show. But here's Jasmine right here. The beautiful Jasmine and Hartley Roll Customs. They did my shirt. Jasmine and Hartley Roll Customs, they did my shirt. She's working on some other things for me, some other apparel. So we gotta definitely support. And here's her information at the bottom. Go get you some shirts. Go get you some whatever you need. Jasmine has it. She can do it. I'm telling you, we gotta support one another. It's very important that we support. Now, my brother I'm finna bring on, his name is Mr. Bell. He's not kin to Alexander Graham Bell. I can tell you that much right now. No kin to Alexander Graham Bell. They kind of look alike, but other than that, he's no kin to him. But he has some knowledge to drop on us today. And we're going to have a short segment today, but we're going to drop this knowledge on you guys. And he's coming back next week so we can entail. So I'm going to have everybody send your questions in. I'm going to have my phone line ready, set up so we can take live on the air questions and everything. So I'm just telling y'all, I'm just super excited. Come on, let's go. Let's get it started. We'll be right back because I got to drink my invisible water. See, there you go. See my invisible water? I got to drink. Wait. There you go. My invisible water. I got to drink my invisible water. Y'all know Chew don't care. We just having fun and we're going to be so serious about this. I'm telling you. And I'm excited for what we have. I'm bringing you some information. So y'all stay tuned. We're going to get this going. Okay. All right. Peace. Yes. Whoo. All right. We ready? Are we ready? I see I got a little freezing action going on there. Don't know what happened with that. Give it 1 second, everybody. We're gonna see. I told you this devil is just messing things up for me today. I don't know what's going on. All right, let me get on Miss Hartley's. Let's take her banner out here. Let's get her. There we go. Now, I'm about to bring to you guys personal friend of mine. I've known him for all of 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That's no, I'm just joking with you. I'm just joking. But no, he has a lot of information to bring to us. So we ain't gonna Cam. Oh Cam. What up, man? Uh-oh. Let me see. I don't hear you, man. I don't hear you. I don't have nothing on you yet. All right, no problem. Check your mic input on the actual. Hey, y'all, this is live. This is what happens sometimes when you go on live. Hit the microphone down there and see if it's got your internal mic going. Nothing yet.
Testing.
There you go.
All
got you. I just say something.
Testing.
There you go. I got you, man.
Right.
I got you.
Wonderful.
Yes, yeah. What I tell y'all? Didn't I tell you look like Alexander Graham Bell cousin, Black Virgin? So look, y'all, because y'all know Chew like having fun. So we're gonna do this all over again, and I'm gonna bring them in like nothing never happened. All right. Okay. We're gonna go to commercial, and we're gonna come right back. Watch. Yeah, we back. Okay. I'm telling you, I got a guy that's gonna drop some knowledge on you guys. We did this. We back on the path. Here we go. Let me bring him on in for you. Here we go. Cam. Oh, Cam. What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Chew, you classic, man. Classic.
I'm telling you, man. Ain't you glad God only made one of me? I'm telling you, the world couldn't handle two Chews. I'm telling you, boy.
You got that right.
I don't even know if I can handle me, man. That's what. Look at y'all. Let me tell you. Oh, I know why everything ain't working. Hold on 1 second. That's why I didn't have my hat on. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Don't be a hate all your life, bro. Don't be a hate all your life. Okay, let's get started. Cam, besides knowing an attractive, intelligent young man such as myself, which God has blessed you to meet me and then know me, you should be clapping because you know me. But since you ain't clapping, I might have to give you the gas face. But we'll talk about that later. Why don't you tell everybody briefly, what do you do?
So I appreciate it, Chew. Thank you for having me on. Brief synopsis on what I do. For the last several years, I've been in a venture of serving families to the best of my ability and with the knowledge that I have of creating legacies through financial services. So primarily what I do is sell life insurance as well as annuities to customers, families, to leave a legacy, to create an imprint and do some things that most people don't often think about, right? I always make an emphasis to people that, you know, my mother always shared with me, there's only two things that you're going to be promised in this world. And she said, and one of them is not my love. Said that you get that for free, but not all mothers love people. Not all mothers love their kids. But the two things you're going to always have is you're going to have to pay taxes.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to end up dying.
Oh, definitely.
So most people, they always prepare themselves for when tax time comes around, right? Because everybody wants their refund.
Yeah.
But we don't take the time to think about leaving a legacy or leaving that final love letter to those that are going to be left behind with the burden of grieving for you and the loss of you. and understanding what that really is going to mean in terms of the financial impact. And so I do my very, very best to educate as many people as often as I can, as quickly as I can, about the repercussions of that, what kind of legacy you can set behind, and making sure that we can do something that's not only comfortable, but affordable.
Right.
I turn to work with people that come from all types of different financial backgrounds, but it's been a lifelong passion of mine simply because of my own personal tragedy. You know, Chu, you and I, we've talked about this before, because I've come from such a big family. One of the things that we were really, really blessed with, I come from a family of 13. Both of my parents died when I was really, really young. And so I got to experience at a very young age the financial loss of not having a breadwinner or secondary breadwinner in our household. And being an orphan by 12 years old, you have to quickly grow up and understand that there are repercussions to all types of actions. You know, we were really, really fortunate that our parents had left a little bit of something left behind for us that gave us an opportunity to get started in college or do some various other things to help us grieve a little bit. But many other folks don't have that knowledge. They don't have that understanding, and they aren't fortunate enough to have parents who take the time to say, you know what, let me make sure I take care of myself. Let me make sure I take care of my loved ones by leaving them a little something that will take care of them during this time of bereavement. And so we've been really, really fortunate, and I've made it my life's mission to be able to go forward and go out into the community, especially our community, and serve folks that really don't have the knowledge, they don't have the understanding of what they might qualify for, what could help them, what could be a potentially good fit for their financial situation that could be that final love letter to their loved ones.
Man, bro, you said it good, man. I couldn't even say it better. I like the fact that you said that final love letter, because really, when you think about life insurance, for those who think life insurance for you, it ain't.
It's not.
It's not. But it's setting up the loved ones behind you. For me, as a father, and yourself as a father, it's setting up your children, leaving a legacy. And I want to leave a dynasty for my kids. So I don't want them. That's why I'm having this show, Let's Go, because I want us all to leave some type of dynasty, not just a little few breadcrumbs. I don't want to leave a little drink. I want to leave the big drink for them to have so they can work. I want to teach them how to work it, but they can enjoy. I do believe we should go to the next level, and everybody should go higher and higher. And in the process of going higher and higher, I believe that, like I told this story before, and Cam, you've probably seen it in this field. I went to a real estate seminar, and I was taking my notes and doing everything. And I looked onto the side. I think it was a white guy or an Asian guy. I can't remember what race, but it wasn't an African American. Right. He was sitting right next to me, and he had his 2 sons right next to him, probably 8 or 10 years old, taking notes, listening to the speaker, writing things down. I'm looking at the notes, and they taking better notes than me. Mm-hmm. I mean, but they're in tune. So he was training them at that age that this is what we're going to do. You know, we've been told for so long, go get an education, go to school. And I'm not knocking education. I believe we need to have an education, but nobody ever trains us to be the boss. We always train, go get a good job. How many times have you heard growing up, I want you to get a good education so you can have a great job? Nobody said, I want you to get a good education so you can apply and run your own business. So I want to get that mindset into our people of running that business. But then once you start running that business, we got to know what to do when we gone.
Exactly.
And besides wills, trust, I'm going to have people on know that. But even if you have a will and a trust and everything, if it ain't no dough,
it ain't going to grow.
It ain't going to grow at all. I mean, you've seen it, and I've seen it being a musician and an elder. I've seen people where the breadwinner of the family has died and passed away, and next thing you know it, they don't have enough money to support. Okay, let's be honest. Your house, a typical nice house in Chicago in a good neighborhood, probably talking about $200,000, $300,000. So absolutely, that family living there, and dad has been doing something. Dad tragically leaves this earth. Mm-hmm. Now mom is stuck with the younger kids who probably in school, maybe in college or in high school, God forbid if they babies in elementary school, but let's just stick with they in high school, some high school students. So they really get a little part-time jobs, but they can't do much.
Right.
Now all that money, this house that they've been in, now that big mortgage of $1,500, $1,600 falls on mom. And most importantly, because of that mortgage falling on, now we're not saying that women don't get it done. Listen, women, look at me. I'm not saying y'all can't do it, but when you used to 2 incomes and now you down to 1, it makes things really, really tough. But to have something in place, if dad has something in place, the breadwinner has something in place to help offset the costs, then they wouldn't have no issues. And that's what you're saying.
Yep. So let me give you a story that I had occur not too long ago.
Okay.
So there was a mother and a father, very young kids. The father was actually the homemaker. He stayed at home because the wife had done really, really well. She built a really, really nice life for themselves. She became a physician, developed a wonderful and strong development and legacy for their family. And tragically, she passed away from an accident. And so, you know, that same $200,000, $250,000 a year paying salary in an instant is now gone, right? So your breadwinner is now gone. There is no financial income that's coming into the household. And what was really, really tough for me and for having this conversation with them was I tried to get them into a policy that would get them taken care of pretty quickly.
Okay.
But they decided to kind of wait and hold off, and we finally started that process, and we were scheduled to meet that following week.
Oh,
well, before I could even meet them, the husband reaches out to me and says, "Hey, just wanted you to be aware that, let's just call her Sally." Right? That's not her name, but I'll just give you a name.
Yeah.
Sally died in a car accident, and I just wanted to make sure she got that life insurance policy taken care of, like she had wanted to get into. And I said, "I'm sorry, we were scheduled to meet this weekend. You know, she kept pushing it off, and I'm sorry, you guys don't have anything that's left over."
Wow.
And so, because of that, the business that they had built, right, the physician's office, there's no longer a physician that's there. Now they have a brick and mortar. They have a $2,500 a month mortgage. This father now has to sell off the house, sell off all of his assets, move his 3 really, really young kids into a place that's not going to be the same environment that they've been growing up in. And now their life tragically changes because now you no longer have that breadwinner that's there to be able to take care of everything. And there was no strategy behind picking up the pieces in case something happened. And so that's my education to anybody that's out there, any of your followers, anyone that's viewing. It's, you know, whether you want to talk with me, it's get yourself educated, have a thorough understanding of there has to be a legacy that's left behind for those that you love. We all know that we're currently going through one of the most unprecedented, you know, pandemics that this world has ever seen right now. Whether you believe it or you don't, life isn't promised. Everybody's going through a struggle right now. And I want to make sure that anybody and everybody who wants to take that opportunity to take up the challenge to learn a little bit more, do so. You know, whether it's through me or whether it's through just doing your own education online and just having an understanding of what the processes look like, you know, what type of things that need to happen. You know, people start throwing out and asking for quotes. Just know you're going to have everybody and their mama calling you to try and sell you something. So be forewarned that before you start throwing your public, you know, your personal information out online, you're going to have Sally, Sue, Bob, and Mary all calling you tomorrow to try and grab that cash from you. So just be aware of that. If there's ever any questions that I can answer, I'm more than willing to do that. Chew, I'm always at your disposal. to connect with whomever, whenever. You know,
Hey,
like you said, you family, and anybody that's a part of this community is family to me. I want to do whatever I can to help and make sure that we continue to build our legacies, to build upon our families and help one another. Right. I'm just proud of what you're doing, man. So thank you for giving me this platform.
hey, we gonna boost this platform. Look, True Man Productions, I tell y'all, Let's Go is just here to show everybody what True Man Productions is gonna do. I'm gonna get with Cam. We're gonna do something. If Cam wants to do something every week or every other week, I'm gonna give him his own show where he's gonna be able to, and I'm serious, man. I'm gonna give him his own show so he can reach the masses and all you guys can have your friends and everything get on and log on to his show to really get the information, type in questions and everything. I got to get this information out. I got to get this word out. I'm not a person that's selfish, that's going to just take stuff from me. I want everyone to get the word out. And you have wealth of knowledge that's understandable. And let me tell everybody this. I'm a grown man, 46 years old. No gray hair, thank God. But let me tell y'all this. He started spitting some stuff about me in that field. And I was like, huh? I know about life insurance. And he's like, here's 3 different categories I'm going to tell you because he know my status as of where I'm at, 46, married, kids, blah, blah, blah. He know all that. So he was kind of lining some things up. He didn't give me the run around. He didn't say what was best for his commission. Yes, I said commit. Let me hold on, Cam. I want everybody to see when I say it. Hold on, because I don't want people to get offended. Hold on. Let me get a little closer. Commission. Yes, I said that. The man is out. This is his business. He got to make money. So I'm tired of everybody saying, can you hook me up? Yeah, I'm hooking you up by giving you the knowledge. Here's your hookup when you work with us. Your hookup is you getting the knowledge, and we're going to be there, and we're going to explain. But that dollar is still a dollar. You don't go to Walmart asking, can you hook me up? You just wait for a sale. But if you need something, you got to purchase it. What am I trying to say? Stop trying to get the hookup. That's the problem with so many people. You want the hookup, and next thing you know it, you don't get the right services you need. So he's going to definitely work with you to get with the service you need to help you and your family. And he has a lot of knowledge. The bottom it says, find a need, feel a need. And this is my very important that I spoke to y'all about last week. Plan. We got a plan for the future. We got a plan for in this brief time, Cam. How long you been doing this, bro?
Man, I've been doing this since I left the 49ers. So
that's right. You did play for the 49ers. Look, y'all, his shoulders ain't broad. Ladies, he's married already with kids. So don't try to DM and talk about, oh, you so. No. He played with the 49ers. Man, I wish I could. I played 49ers too on Xbox. That's about close as I got. So what position did you play?
I was a fullback.
Ooh, you got stuck. Was you doing Ray Lewis time?
So Ray Lewis was playing when I was in the league, but I didn't make it past the practice squad, and I didn't make it past fall camp. I had some injuries that I just couldn't shake, and the NFL for anybody that's got kids that have aspirations, always understand the NFL does not stand for the National Football League. It stands for not for long.
That's right.
The average lifespan of any NFL athlete is 3 months, not 3 weeks, not 3 years, not 3 days, 3 months. And so I lived past those 3 months, was very fortunate to have that opportunity. But so life insurance is a calling for myself. And so this is what it's been my calling, what's been my purpose, to be able to reach back and reach forward and bring some realities to people, whether they want to hear the truth, whether they don't. I tell you the truth when you need to hear it, or even when you get mad at me. I'm like, hey, this is the situation. You chose to wait, and now you have a heart attack, or you've had a heart attack, or you had a stroke, or you had some sort of ailment that disqualifies you from all of these great things that you would have qualified for 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. But today, this is what I can give you based on your budget and based on what you qualify for. And so it's making sure that everyone has that education and they understand what we can do to help and how I can be a blessing to them, and how my knowledge can help them have that awareness of where they stand and what kind of legacy they can leave behind.
Hey, I'm down with that, man. And that people is important. I'm gonna have my sister on here too to talk to you. She's a doctor, to talk to you guys about getting checkups and making sure you women, you guys are good. Y'all go to y'all yearly and bi-yearly. Bruhs, we ain't going until our arm falling off or something. But here's the problem with that, because we wait so long and some problems start to form. Then when you get with Cam, man, I want to get some insurance. And he like, bro, if you
your options are limited.
You're right. So we want to have, that's the key word, options. I want everyone to have options. We got to have these options in order for us to make it in the future. So this is just to wet everybody's whistle so you'll know exactly what we're going to be talking about next week. Oh, I want to hear about you need to listen and hear about some insurance. And then I got some other entrepreneurs. They're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how they got into it, but then we're going to also talk about really some knowledge of their business and how to help you. And then I'm gonna have an extra 15-minute segment dedicated just to Cam. I'll let y'all know. It might be before, or it might be at 5:45, 5:30, or it might be at 7:30, 7:30, depending on what time Cam want to set it up. But I got to get this information out because a lot of you guys don't know. He can speak general, so you can get some general knowledge and then get your information to him so he can talk to you personally to clone that so you know exactly where you stand. You never have too much life insurance. Never. Because if I got 3 kids, I got a house, but God forbid something happened to me in 15 years or 10, 15 years, I'm like at 60 years old. My children are out doing their own thing. I still want to leave them something. I don't want them having to worry about how we're going to take care of the house or who's going to do that. No, I want to leave them something. So I need to have you guys do the same thing. We got to do this. We got to change our mind thinking. This mind thought. It's sad. We don't change it. And we got to change our mind thought. Cam, I'm excited about this. What's one of the biggest things that since you've been doing this with African Americans that they have to face and just like get that aha moment? What's one of the biggest things?
I think it's just the awareness and understanding, right? In our community, we don't often look at things from a 30,000, 100,000, view and look at the big picture of, we look at what's in front of us. We're trying to catch the bag right now instead of, hey, you know what? What if I did a couple of extra things or instead of, spending a few less dollars on coffee, I chose to take that money that I would use spending on coffee and put that into something that's going to help for my legacy. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things. The other thing is you mentioned your mortgage. I think a lot of people just don't understand the nuances of the life insurance space. Giving you an example, especially with mortgages. Most people, when they see their house, it's an asset, right? You've got X amount of dollars that's put into it.
It's an investment.
Here's the one thing that most people don't take the time to think about, and it's really, really scary. It's something happens to you, you pass away, and you've got $100,000 worth of cash, right? Hard cash that's there, and you pass on, you leave that to your kids. Your kids can't afford to pay that mortgage. What happens to that money?
Gone.
Poof. I've seen that happen more times than not because there was no plan that was put in place. There was nothing in action just to see, hey, we're going to sell the house off. We've got 12 months because you never know what the market's going to look like. You always want to give yourself about 12 months to sell off a house, right? $1,500, $15,000, $18,000 to leave there to pay off the mortgage until that house is sold off. Now you have access to that $100,000 worth of cash. And we don't tend to think about stuff like that. And so it's just those little things in terms of the education that I'd love to help with, that I'd love to, speak to the masses about so that we have that knowledge, we have that understanding, and, specifically for us, that we don't continue to fall behind. We find ways to move forward and progress, until we're in a place where we're satisfied as Black men and women in our community.
I totally agree. And that's something we have to do. Fellas, I'm really talking to you. As head of your households, we have to be able to create that legacy. Some things we're going to have to just do for our families, because you never know what's going to be. And it's preparing that cushion. That's what I like to think of it, as that cushion. Look, y'all put insurance on your car, that $30,000 car that depreciates every day. Depreciate every day. I love new cars, but man, I'm like really thinking like, man, I need to start leasing them, because after 3 years, you're ready to get another car anyway. What you gonna do? Keep it? How many people actually keep their cars paid off? Nope. You ready to flip it and get a new one. Your house, though, it appreciates. Mm-hmm. It's brick and mortar. It's right there, or siding, depends on what neighborhood you in. But it's right there, and you want to protect it. So you're gonna get insurance. Why pay monthly insurance to protect your house, but then you die and it gets thrown in auction?
And your family never sees any of the money.
Especially if the breadwinner, and I'm glad you told that story too, that the breadwinner was the wife.
Yep.
Who was doing well. So she accident gone. Now their life has changed like that. And y'all need to stop thinking about you. Let me do stop thinking about you. Think about your kids. Now those kids, because she didn't do what she needed to do, her kids now life is totally drastically changed.
Yep.
And poor dad, now besides her being gone, he has to look at this change that he has to do for his family. And it has to take on. So we have to really think about this. Life insurance is very, very, very valuable, very important. And the reason he's on here, because I want to get the word out. And he's a Black-owned business. This is his business that he's doing. He's not an Allstate person. You're like a life insurance broker, basically, something like that.
Yep. So there's about 15 different companies that I work with. Could give you the names of them, but they're all very reputable, A-rated companies that do a really good job of delivering those death benefits when they come. And I can tell you, because it's happened to me several times already, those death benefit checks, they do come. And I'm the one that's coming to your house, knocking on your door and handing it off to your grandchild, handing it off to your daughter, handing it off to your son, and saying, hey, just so you know, your mom left this behind for you. Your dad left this behind for you. And, oh, by the way, it's $100,000. Oh, it's $500,000. Oh, it's $3 million. Here you go.
Wow.
Check. Cash in hand.
Man, that's just, I like to see that money, but I don't like to see nobody go for me to get the money. But exactly. I understand what you're saying. Let me ask you this question, since we're talking about mortgages. I mean, that's just really on my heart right now.
Sure.
The policy where someone's paying in for to cover their mortgage protection, does that money go straight to the mortgage company, or does it go to the beneficiaries?
Great question. So all of our policies have very strategic emphasis on something called insurable interest.
Okay.
Right. The life insurance companies will only allow people to write policies for folks with insurable interest. Okay. Yes, a mortgage company does have insurable interest, but they're a company, and the ones that we will only write these policies for are for people that have insurable interest, meaning a loved one, a wife, a husband, a child, a grandparent, etc. We can dive more into the specifics, but no, the person that's going to be catching a bag is the beneficiary, would be whoever that beneficiary is. And a mortgage company can't have access to that. It will go directly to the beneficiary.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. That's sweet. So, I mean, it sets up for everyone. Look, I'm telling you guys, this is very important. We always talk about a plan. We talk about it all the time. We talk about a business plan. Get your business plan and everything. In your business plan that you're preparing to start your business, you need to have an exit strategy. And I don't mean an exit to get out of your business. I mean an exit strategy when you exit this earth.
Right.
What's next? What's the steps? If you leave, who's taking over? Who's doing this? And in the process, what's the exit strategy for your family? Hey, say you're single and you don't have no kids. All right. Auntie, I mean, your mom there, your brother and sister, somebody that most single kids, you're looking after for mom and dad anyway. So you want to leave them with something that they can do too, take advantage of also to help them out. So I'm just saying, and there's a lot of things. You don't have to be, and I want everybody to know, you don't have to be old to die. You don't have to be sick to die. You, like you just said, the example, Cam, you just gave, she was in a car accident.
Mm-hmm.
So in the way, how many people we hear about car accidents and everything? We're in Chicago, and God forbid, but innocent people get hit by bullets all the time.
Yep.
So when you're doing all that, you look at that, you got to really start thinking like, am I set? That's the question I want to ask everybody. Are you set for when you leave? Are you set for when you leave? When you check out, are you set? Am I set? Not after talking with Cam. No, I'm not set. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. So I need to, Cam, I'm definitely going to personally call you this week so I can get set. Get the dirt off my shoulders. So I got
you, bro.
I'm telling you. Yeah, we're going to do it. Cam, right quick, for those who may be listening right now, hold on one second. What number can they reach you at? What's the best number to reach you at?
Yeah, you can reach me directly on my cell. You can call me at area code 630-791-3199.
All right, everybody. I heard that, right? I'm finna throw it up so y'all know. Bam, there you go. That's it, Cam?
Yep.
That's it. That's what I'm talking. That ain't no hotline, no love hotline, no flowers.com line. No, oh, you so cute. I saw you on this. That ain't none of that. This is a business line to get you knowledge ahead of the game. Now, look, next week, like I said, I had technical difficulties. This was all on my fault. Let me tell you, I'm real with y'all, real and transparent. Cam, you just knew about 10 minutes before the show started you was coming on, right?
Yeah.
He didn't know, y'all. He didn't know at all. God worked it out because my other guests just had some issues. They couldn't make it and everything. And I was going to go and just do my thing, y'all. And check this out. I ain't even got my music playing. Y'all know I have my music playing when I come back from break. I couldn't even get that operating. I don't know what happened today. Just so much going on. But it was meant for you guys who are on here to hear about it. And so Cam willingly said, yo, I'll come on. When he started telling me about what he was doing, I was like, oh, my God. People need to know about this. It just don't make no sense that we don't know about it. What's the name of your company, Cam?
So the company I work with is called Family First Life. They're one of the companies I work with.
What's your company?
My company?
Yes.
It's Bell Insurance.
Bell Insurance. Look,
that's it.
You can't confuse that with nothing else. Ding-a-ling-a-ling insurance.
Saved by the Bell.
Boy, you better tell somebody. I'm trying to tell you. Saved by the. Hey, we're gonna have to do something about. Oh no, that was a TV show, wasn't it?
It was a TV show.
Okay, yeah. I hope you. Yeah, I remember that. I'm gonna have some graphics to Saved by the Bell cast when you come up, pop up. But no, everybody, really. For those, I want you to reach out to Cam. If you got insurance, listen. Look at me. If you have insurance, still reach out to him. Tell him what you got. If he thinks you good, he gonna leave you alone. But if he say, I think you good, but check into this, check into it. He might find loopholes or someplace where you're not covered. Let me tell you something. Insurance is just like car warranties. They say you cover it bumper to bumper, but when you read the fine print, you be like, now you know windshield wipers breaks, ain't it? Man, I had something happen to my car where they said we would normally cover this, but because you didn't maintain your brakes, that's what caused this to happen. So we're not covering this now.
Yep.
Bruh, I was about to blow that place up.
Yep.
So they believe me, they covered it for me. But you don't want to do that because you might go to jail if you act too crazy and everything. But no, I'm just saying. He'll tell you those contracts, those warranties, like insurance, everything. There's a lot of fine print. There's a lot of language in there that we don't understand. Just like if I took a bunch of you guys and brought you in the studio and told you to hit this, hit that, unless you into this, you wouldn't understand what I'm talking about. This is his expertise. Let him review your stuff and see what you got. And I bet you he find loopholes where you're not as covered as you thought. Oh yeah, I got me a $250,000 policy.
That expires next year.
Right.
Yeah.
And you still gonna be paying. So you know what I'm talking about. So everybody needs to find out where you stand. I mean, from every insurance you got, even your job insurance, you need to find out where you stand. And he can, and if it's a loophole somewhere, he probably has the best way to figure out how to plug up that gap to make sure you're covered. Go ahead.
I'm glad you just said something about job insurance. So that's actually something I run into quite a bit. This is the way I look at job insurance. Have you ever had a company car before?
Yeah.
Okay. So you had a company car before. When you left that job, did they let you keep that car?
Nope.
So the minute that you gone, so is everything else, right? And I always tell stories based on experiences. I had a really, really, really wonderful conversation with a really nice lady, probably a few months ago, and she made it known, I'm taken care of. My job, I have this policy, I have X amount. I said, hey, that's great. I'm glad you have it, but in case you don't have that job, I know you understand this, that you've been loyal to this company, you've been with them for 30 plus years, but the minute that this job is gone, so is that policy. Well, she suddenly fell ill, was diagnosed with cancer.
Cool.
And they gave her an opportunity just to get better. And as we were sitting down and we spoke, it was probably a week or two ago, they finally let her go because the cancer had gotten so aggressive. So she reached out to me and said, hey, remember that policy that you were talking to me about? I'd like to get that now. Well, she doesn't qualify anymore.
Right.
So now she's in a situation where she had, $250,000 in life insurance that now has disappeared. She has nothing. And so now we're going through a different process because now she has cancer to get her in something that she could qualify for in the next 2 years. And so let that be a lesson to anybody that says, hey, I got life insurance through work. You do, but you don't.
Right. You're right.
It's there as long as you got that. As long as that W-2 says that you're getting paid, that's as long as you got that life insurance. The minute that W-2 says you're no longer getting paid,
you out.
You done.
And most life insurance at the job, what is 25,000, 50,000?
It all varies. It's whatever your situation is. Usually, insurances, they'll do group coverages. There'll be something like 2-3 times, your base salary. So they'll cover, 3 years worth of your salary, right? And then you go above that, you got to start getting poked and prodded by a nurse or a doctor just to qualify. And so most people don't go that route. They usually go the 2 to 3 times their base salary.
Okay. So y'all remember what I said, you making 50,000 and you live in Chicago in one of them $200,000 homes, they gonna give you 150,000. You stuck still.
Where's that other 150 that's gonna come? Where's that other 50 coming?
And let me tell everybody, burying ain't cheap. You getting buried ain't cheap now.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the midst of all this stuff. And life insurance, has it been bad? I mean, how has it been for people during this COVID situation? Is it tougher for people to get life insurance now because of COVID?
So it's another great question. There are insurance companies that are out there now that are asking questions regarding COVID. So there is now a COVID questionnaire for specific carriers that ask those questions. I don't know if it's ever a disqualifying question. I cannot confirm nor deny that because, I've been really fortunate that the individual that I've had that have had COVID, they no longer have it. And so the questionnaire that's in those policies for the application process doesn't apply.
Gotcha.
But you just never know, right? It's a circumstantial situation, and going through that process can be arduous at times. So, long story or long answer to a short question. Go get some life insurance. Go get yourself taken care of. Do what you need to do now, so that if if that COVID is something that does become a bigger problem for you, it's not something that eliminates you from contention of getting something in place.
That's right. I'm telling everybody, please go get checked out. I'm telling you, find out what needs to be done. Please find out what needs to be done. That's my boy Cam Bell. That's his number scrolling across the bottom of the screen. We finna get out of here in a few moments, but I just want y'all to see the number. His name is Cameron. You know, he's very proper, Cameron. But I call him Cam. Oh, Cam. So you know, I'm serious. We're gonna hit this in depth next week. Cam will be much prepared. I'm telling y'all, he didn't have a clue that we was gonna be talking about this. I just threw him on the spot. So I'm scared when I see him if he don't jack me up. You know, he thought we should probably go do a little FaceTime like this thing. I know he gonna be like, bro, you had me out there like that, man. But let me tell you something. Next week, y'all take a picture of him now. Next week he'll be all GQ and everything, doing his business thing. I'm still gonna be like this, just so fly. I might cut my hair, I might not, but you know that's what we do. It. Let's go. But this is Cam number running across the bottom. Oh, wrong way. There you go. Let me catch it. There we go. See the number going across? Please write it down. Ladies, don't call him just to get his phone number. You got it already. Make sure it's business call. No crazy text either. Business related only. If I find out you're sending some crazy stuff, he gonna let me know. And it's gonna be problems. If his wife and sister find out, it's definitely gonna be problems. I'm just trying to tell you. His sister a little hurricane. So you don't want none of them problems. I'm trying to tell you. But
that's nobody wants to mess with. No,
that's smoke. No, man, that's some smoke. You don't really want to be bothered. Y'all think these people on the streets, wifey and sister? Oh yeah, it's gonna be a wrap. But seriously, next week we're gonna go into depth. We're gonna have some information about this life insurance, and Cam gonna be able to jump in on also about how he started his business, some of the things he did to get his business going. I want entrepreneurs. Cam, what's your goal? You share with me. What are some goals you have?
Yeah, so it's been a passion of mine, and I switched groups, you know, where I could give myself a better opportunity to make this happen. Probably about 3 or 4 months ago, and as I was sitting down with this brokerage group, you know, that I work with an IMO. It's called a Insurance Marketing Organization.
Okay.
This IMO specifically is one of the fastest growing IMOs in the market today. They work with A-rated carriers, great company. The organization within itself is doing things that's kind of unheard of in the industry. And so it created new visions for myself. I had a vision because I was born in 1988. I'm a young guy.
I was gonna say 98. Man, you young, bruh.
No, 1988. 32 years old. I want to create 88 Black millionaires. And I want to do that in the next 15 years. And it's
88. Now listen 88. Here. We're going to tell you how you can get into the plan. And you might not even want to do what he's doing. But it's millionaires all have the same thing. They got the same strategy. They just apply it to what they want to do. And right. He has the mindset to create 88 of them. You know, well, he going to be down one is 87 because your boy going to be in the number. Hey, here's something I want everybody to know. Look at my lips. Read these lips. Multiple streams of income.
Right.
We're going to talk about that next week. Your job lets you go. Forget that. So many people was messed up when COVID hit. Why? Because they didn't have but one stream of income. And when the job shut down and people got furloughed and everything, if they didn't save up money, they were stuck. But if you have multiple streams of income, your job can take money and pay your bills and everything. And the other streams of income, you can be saving it, investing it, putting it up for a rainy day. So if you have to be locked down, you should. My father always told me you should have 3 months of your bills paid up. It's amazing he said that, and COVID hit, and we was locked down for like 2.5 months when no one went nowhere except to the grocery store. Now I had 3 months worth of toilet paper, paper towel. I had all my essentials, but I was like, man, I still had some money left. But I'm like, okay, I know what I need to do. So you need these multiple streams of income to create. And starting your own business is one way, plus your job, and get another one. If you got 3 different streams of income, you can make it. So he's gonna be looking for them 88 people pretty soon. I mean 87, because your boy right here. So I'll be with Bell Industries, I'll be Chew Man Productions, and I'm working on my job, man. And I got one more venture that I'm gonna be doing. So that's 4 ventures. I'll be able to kick my job off hopefully in 2 to 5 years. I'll be set.
Perfect.
All right, Cam, thank you for coming, man. I know it was a short notice. Tell the family, tell the wife, thank you for allowing you to be a part of it. She ain't knocked on the door and say, get off there. Tell her I appreciate that. Tell her, let her know that once COVID stops, I'm going to take y'all out. Treat. Whatever you want from Wendy's, y'all can have it. I got it. Whatever. I'm going all out. Wherever you want, I'm making it rain in Wendy's, baby. You don't even have to do the 4 for 4.
You couldn't give me Chick-fil-A. You couldn't give me Popeyes. You had to say
Chick-fil-A closed on a Sunday. Popeyes is bad for you. Black people eat enough chicken fried anyway. You need something else. No, I'm taking y'all out for real. We really, I'm taking y'all out. I appreciate this, man. You got a lot of wealth of knowledge that people are going to need, and we're going to have to bring to the people. So everybody, this is number at the bottom. I want everyone to get that number. And just lock it in. Tell your friends, spread the word to everybody. Be on Chew Man Productions next week page. I got my YouTube page up, everybody. This is on YouTube going now. So we're going to have 2 platforms going, and we're going to bring this knowledge. The next 3 weeks in November, we're hitting Sundays. We're hitting hard on Sundays, getting this entrepreneur stuff together, because I want to get your mind working. So December, you can put stuff in place so you can hit the ground running January 1st. We don't want to think about it in January 1st. We want to put stuff in place so you can hit the ground running. I want you to have insurance together with Cam so you can hit the ground running. So you 2021, you ain't thinking about what happens to me if something should. You got everything set up. Fellas, listen to me. Our babies, our sweethearts, our women, our African Nubian queens, they are doing it out there. Fellas, I need us to pull our pants up, take the hats off, and put something in his brain, and let's do this. Ladies, if you got a son that's not doing nothing, the kind of lost, or any of your children, but especially your sons, bring them, let them be on here every Sunday at 6 o'clock. If it's late, just stay. I'm telling you, I'm going to be there. We're going to be here at 6 o'clock, but we're going to give them knowledge, and we're going to want that knowledge to make them successful. And Cam's going to help everybody, because even teenagers, they need life insurance.
Yep.
I mean, we're going to talk about why it's important. And look, Cam has scenarios. He busts them out to me. That's why it's important you call him and talk to him individually so he can give you scenarios. If you're a mom with 3 kids, 18, 17, and 15, he got a scenario for you. If you're a single mom and you got a 5 and an 8 and a 9-year-old, he got a scenario for you. If you're a newlywed that just got married, he really got something for you, because he needs to get you on the ground base level.
Right.
So you can get going. So we need to get this out and tell everybody about this. It's 7:04. I've done my hour, y'all. I was supposed to do 30 minutes. That's what I told Cam. We just going to talk 30 minutes. But, man, you so nice to talk to. I appreciate you. Now I gotta go. Like football game is on, and I want to check out my game. Man, thank you. We on for next week, bro. Done. All right, I'll talk to you later. Everybody, y'all did such a great job today. Thank y'all for coming out, and we'll see you next week. Stay in the back. Stay on for a second, Cam.